Hey guys, welcome back to my Wealthy Affiliate Hub series. Paul here, and from Make That Sea Change, which is my site and channel aimed at everything to do with setting up your own online business. Now, as you may or may not be aware, I've recently been going through the entire Wealthy Affiliate Hub, which is Wealthy Affiliates, a program that helped me build my websites and helped me create an online business that makes me money each and every day. Now, today, as far as the Hub's concerned, we are continuing on with our path to success here, and we're starting today to talk about social media. Now, it talks here about joining Facebook if you're not already a member of Facebook, X or Twitter, Pinterest. Does it talk about any others there? Instagram's another very good one if you're dealing with visual type, if your niche is very visual, especially if you're doing something like cooking or barbecue or something like that, then an Instagram account would be extremely helpful for you there. And there's all sorts of others. TikTok's actually becoming quite popular for affiliate marketers who are doing, short videos of products and things like that. You name it, there's a social media platform out there and you can use them as you wish. Now, the main things, I guess, to be careful of with social media is they do take a lot of time and they do need a bit of work to build traction. That's all well and good. But if you're building a website, then you also need to be aware of what it is that you're trying to build as far as your affiliate marketing social media requirements are concerned. So I think that's probably why the Hub talks about a few little ones. Facebook, very good for groups and things like that. I use Facebook for one of my sites here. This is my Smoke and Pellets barbecue site. Starting to build followers. And I do all sorts of different things here, like just memes. And photo, that's my little smoker there when I was checking my hotspots, burn ends, pork belly or brisket. And you can see they're starting to get comments, 11 comments on that one. Another meme, another photo of some steak, another meme, some outcomes that I've had, a video of me unpacking my new smoker, etc., etc., etc. A couple of links to my posts and so on and so forth. The idea behind this sort of thing is to build a group or a following. Now, this is a business page. You can create groups. Groups are a little harder to manage because people come into groups. You need to monitor everything they say and things like that. Page is a little bit easier and a little bit easier to gain followings in. And the main thing behind it after you've got a following is to get people traffic to your website. So what I'm going to start doing here as I start to build followers, for example, here where I've talked about been checking hotspots on my smoker, I've actually written a post like that for that on my site. So eventually I'll start adding links back to my website on it as well. So that is where social media can be very helpful, especially at the moment because Google has gone off the reservoir, off the planet, off, whatever I can say that's correct there. They have just gone nuts because they're trying to work out how they manage AI. They're trying to work out how they manage, the trouble with any sort of search engine is that people are trying to trick it into getting their stuff higher. So Google's constantly fighting that. They're constantly fighting all the new AI content that's coming out there. So Google at the moment I've got one site and I've used a lot of AI in it. I always not just purely copy and paste AI, but I've used, I use AI to help me write it. Then I go through and reword it and personalize it. It goes up and down like a yo-yo. So social media is a good way of counteracting that a little bit and diversifying. All top businessmen say you need to diversify. This is a good way of diversifying your traffic. So if you can put some effort into social media, then that will work for you well. So you can see my my Facebook page from one of my sites here. Then I can go to Pinterest, and I've got Pinterest. This is for the travel site that I was just talking about. It's going up and down like a yo-yo at the moment due to all the Google stuff that's going on. But you can see here I've got 5.3 followers. Now that's all organic. I haven't done much on here monthly views. So I got one follower. Again, haven't done much to try and create followers on here. But I'm getting 5.3 people viewing my pins per month. So all I do is when I create a post, I then let's go into my business hub here. It was already in that view public profile. So every time I create a post, this is what I put up. So I can see that there's been views on it. As I scroll through, I'll start to see, this seems to have reset. So I can see someone has shared it, or someone has liked it or has commented on it. And then you'll start to see people pin them as they start to like them. There's one in here that I saw had heaps of pins on it. That one's got 2 pins on it. So Best Public Golf Course in Miami has 2 pins on it. So what that means is people have pinned that to their own Pinterest sites. Now, as I say, I haven't done anything on this Pinterest site apart from creating a pin when I create the post and publishing it up to my Pinterest account. So, and I get 5,300 people. This is about 12 months old, this account. And I've got 5.3 people viewing it. So if someone clicks on it, which you can, if you scroll further down, as I mentioned before, you can start to see something there. So there's a click there. So someone has clicked on that, which has taken them to my website. Now there's not a lot on here. If I go to my analytics on this one, where's my analytics? So I can see that 5.346 impressions, 214 people engagements, 69 outbound clicks. So that is in the last month. So obviously I probably, to be brutally honest with you, need to work on Pinterest here a little bit and do maybe some promotion of it, do a couple of pins that directly ask for followers and that sort of stuff. So with a little bit of work, I mean, again, without trying to sound flippant about it, I've done no work on this site, this account, apart from post pins to it. And I've got 69 outbound clicks in the last 30 days. So if I do some work to it, there's 100, 200, 300, 1,000, 2,000 clicks every week or every couple of days into your account, into your website that you weren't getting otherwise. That's how powerful social media can be. This one here, 362 followers. I'm actually paying for likes at the moment on this one. So I've got an ad running that I'm spending $2 a day. And all it does is it just pushes it into people's Facebook feeds. And, this is just something that I'm doing that asks them to like the page. And in the last week and a half, I think I've spent $10 and I've got from, I think, 31 followers up to 362 in a week. So I'll try and keep that going for a month or two, build that up to a couple of thousand, and then that's just a couple of thousand more eyes that are seeing links to my website. And for $50, which is probably all I'll end up paying for that, it's definitely worthwhile. If you are not in a position to pay for likes, then just go into your Facebook page, make sure it's very clear in what it's doing. So smoke and pellets, barbecue, pretty clear in what it's doing. And just publish, if you can publish 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 posts every couple of hours. If you set up as a business page, when you go into something here, you'll see it says schedule your posts from the Meta Business Suite. You can go in there and you can set up a whole week's worth of posts in one go. So if the more you publish and the more things, and that's why memes and that are so good. Think about when you scroll. I mean, if I go through here, obviously barbecue, I might want to see that, but that photo is not going to catch someone's attention as quickly as that, which is how it works. So that's something to be aware of. Twitter is quite good. You just put in comments about things that you're writing about or thinking about. It's more a provocative type thing, Twitter. Been smoking on my Traeger smoker, but I think a Pit Boss might be better. Bang, you'll get interaction there, and eventually then also start putting your links on it. Same as Instagram. I have an Instagram page, and every time I cook something, I take a photo of it and throw it on my Instagram page. Instagram's actually I found Instagram quite easy to get followers as well, because you just go in and follow other people's pages. Do a search in my case, do a search on barbecue, find all the barbecue Instagram sites and just follow every single one of them. You'll find that a lot of them will follow you back. And then you build up that community in that as well. So that's where Instagram can be very, very helpful. And look, guys, that's pretty much it for today. I just wanted to take you through the whole social media. So in the hub here, I'm going to say here, yep, I've joined Facebook. I've got a Facebook page. My first Facebook post, which in general can just be, hi, this is me, this is my horses, blah, blah, blah. X, I haven't joined X for this one, but I'm going to tick it, and Pinterest. Keep in mind who your Pinterest is predominantly female. So I don't have a Pinterest account for my smoke and pellets site, mainly for the fact that Pinterest is 95% female. I think it's 95, could be a little bit less, but it's very, very, very high. And based on my Facebook analytics, females don't tend to follow barbecue as much as they do things that interest them. So if you're in, I'm trying very hard here not to come across as misogynistic, but we're talking about marketing. I look at what my wife follows on Instagram compared to what I follow on Instagram. Mine's all about fishing and barbecues and trail bikes and stuff like that. My wife's is about fashion and she's into, we own Pilates studio, so a lot about Pilates and stuff like that. So pick what it is that you're doing it. See, my traveler site on Pinterest works very well, and you can see the views there. And on my traveler Facebook page, but the most of my audience is female. So then I can use that information, go, okay, well, is a Pinterest pin going to work or not? Travel appeals to both genders, or all genders, but it's predominantly female that follows my traveler site. So that's where Pinterest comes in. So I hope I didn't, sorry if I offended anyone there, that was not my point. Purely just, in marketing, you need to go where the eyes are, and you can't hide the fact that gender has a lot to do with what points people to use particular platforms and what points people to what they look at as well. Okay, that's it, guys. So I'm going to tick that off. Now, probably what I'm going to do from here as well, those of you who've been following along, is the next point here is 7 posts. So I'm actually going to leave the path to success here for the time being. And from the next video, we're actually going to start going through the next bits of the hub, and we can have a look at how that can help you not only with building your website, but with these 7 posts, your website comments, and all that stuff as well. So we'll leave the path to success here. And in the next video, as I mentioned, we'll start looking through each of these. Any questions, comment below, any feedback. If you're watching YouTube, please like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll chat to you soon. See you then. Bye.